Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 969. Hello, it's Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcaster Valley, Mont. Today, we are happy to have the finale of my instant interview with the British rock band Loose Fruit Museum. Plus, we hear from Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, the Brewmaster. Haley is here.
Hi.
Playing me Andrew WK music.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
It's the only song I know.
Oh. So he has a bunch of Andrew WK facts. Amusing.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Facts. But we got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. No, we don't. Podcasting is our misery. We were discussing They Might Be Giants and Dire Straits. You see, get Flood and Brothers in Arms if you don't own those CDs. And light that little birdhouse in your soul.
In your soul.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
I've had weird things happen to me with my car. Those stories shall be told
Mike's
on today's show.
Stay tuned.
Daily
Plus crazy British people.
Podcast.
And Andrew WK.
Yeah.
So tell that Andrew WK story. You said that there was some kind of a online
It was on a music forum with an Andrew WK board. Says specific discussions around Andrew WK, and these two users got into the biggest fight. Like, seriously, I think it was like death threats, and they were just going back and forth at each other over probably something menial. I didn't get what the topic was. And it got to the point where they had to temporarily shut the board down in order to like clear these messages out and ban these two users. And they were looking at the IP addresses on the two users in order to ban them, and they found out they were the same. So they looked it up, and it was just they were both Andrew WK arguing with each other. Arguing with himself on a forum topic.
And you say he posts interesting things on Facebook?
Yeah, he posts interesting things on Facebook. I have a Facebook friend who shares his stuff all the time. That's how I know most of this. And it's stuff like he's big into partying. Like that's his thing. You got to keep partying. If you stop partying, you die. But he'll post things like, you know, if you stop partying, the terrorists win. But then he'll also post things like petting a dog counts as partying. Staying inside on a rainy day with a good book counts as partying. Stuff like that.
and a warm cup of tea.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I just know that one song that you played. No, wait, now I know two songs because I remember that other one. And something about partying.
Yeah, I played Ready to Die, which is gonna get ready to die.
And how did you get into They Might Be Giants?
How did I get into They Might Be Giants? Like, I always passively knew about They Might Be Giants and their music. Mm-hmm. Just because I grew up in a household where, like, my brother and my sister were big into 90s music of that kind. Not particularly that kind, but, you know, the name was thrown around. And then I picked up Flood at a secondhand bookstore. And it was good.
And you enjoy, what's your favorite song?
Istanbul.
Not Constantinople.
Not Constantinople.
Yeah, that's a fun song.
I do like Electric Car as well. That's not off of Flood. No. Let's take a ride in an electric car. It's off of one of their kids songs albums.
Now, usually if Haley and I are just having a discussion and we're anywhere near a computer, that song would be playing through the computer right now. He'd find it on the YouTube.
Yeah. I have that one bookmarked, actually.
Oh, really?
Because I'll play it on the Rob Black show when he talks about, like, Tesla or something.
Ah!
Yeah.
That's cool. You come up with interesting songs, and you played It's a Small World on a show yesterday.
I did. I played It's a Small World, and then my dad got mad at me because he hates that song.
Why does he hate that song?
Because back when he was, like, 30, which was years ago.
That was a fun era.
Yeah.
Back in the...
You were young.
You were non-existent.
Not.
Just particles floating around.
It wasn't
DNA.
even a concept. But he got stuck on that ride. He got stuck on the It's a Small World ride, and when you get stuck on the ride and it takes you like half an hour because you have to sit there, they don't turn off the music. So he heard that song on loop. And then last night he was trying to bug me by singing "Let It Go."
No way!
I know, and I'm like, okay, so you're stuck on this ride for half an hour with that on loop. Try 8 hours a day for multiple months. Welcome to Target Electronics.
Because you worked at Target.
And that song
would play. Oh, that's right, you got a loop.
Oh yeah.
I wondered about that because I'd go into a Target with my ex-wife because she'd always have to go to Target to get something.
And you go back in electronics.
Freaking makeup or whatever.
Yeah, they always have the promos going on.
And I'd go in electronics because I'm a man. And then I'd go, there's a bunch of flat screens I'm not going to buy. Oh, wow, they're cheap. And then the stupid loop and the Target symbol.
Yeah.
And the dog. Don't they have that dog?
They got the dog.
Right. Which that dog can be quite an aggressive dog. I've run into that type of dog many times. And Basil once got into a fight with one. It scared me to death.
Ooh.
Because you don't like it when your dogs fight.
No.
It's like, why are you fighting? We should have peace.
All we are saying.
Look at you busting out the Lennon.
Is don't kill my dog.
Did you ever hear the Lenny Kravitz remake of that he did before the first Gulf War? Because he didn't want us to go to war in the first Gulf War. And he got all these people. Let's sip our coffees.
Coffee's so gross.
You know what it tastes like? Buttered popcorn.
Yeah, but it's got this particular sweetness to it. Maybe because I didn't do it as strong as yours is.
But see, I don't think mine's very strong because I had the first cup from the Keurig today.
See, that doesn't make a difference, though.
It doesn't?
No,
Okay.
but I made a bigger cup, so it's more diluted.
We have bad coffee here at Cafe anyway.
Bad coffee. I'm going to add better coffee to this in a bit.
That's a good idea. Mm-hmm. You're full of good ideas. What was I going to say about the whole thing? Oh, back to It's a Small World. So Danger Dolan, who you've turned me on to on Facebook.
Dolan.
And all those weird top 5s. And Danger
top
Dolan.
22s and top 17s. He mixes it up quite a bit.
Oh, he does?
Oh, yeah.
I forget what the top number was, but top whatever number of mysteries you didn't know about.
Disney World.
Disneyland. And one of them was a child hung himself or something in It's a Small World. And the only evidence they have is someone snapped a picture real quick.
Yeah.
But they evacuated everyone from the ride. I never heard about that.
I
That's
saw
weird.
that picture. Yeah, I didn't. It looked like it might have been shopped, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's put it that way.
You know what's that thing is so addicting, those weird mystery stuff.
Yes, they are.
Because now it's because once YouTube sees that you've watched a couple videos, it keeps suggesting more and more.
And all of a sudden you log into YouTube and your entire first page is just, you want to watch this Danger Dolan video? You want to watch this Danger Dolan video?
And I hit watch later on all of them. So now one night I'm just going to freak myself out watching all those.
Oh, I love doing that. I love watching them until I don't want to go to sleep.
Because I get more spooked out by a photograph than by actual movies trying to scare you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, ugh, blood. Yeah, right.
Whatever.
You know, what gets me in all those horror movies, people make stupid mistakes, and I just get so mad at the characters for making stupid mistakes. And you know that just I'm the writer of this movie, and I'm directing them towards this scene where we're going to have a bunch of gashing.
And the thing is, like, they get directed towards this theme. There's conclusion in horror movies. For just a picture with a scary face in it, it's like, that could be out there right now.
Yeah.
That could be right outside your window.
There's one right there!
Oh my goodness!
Soap opera sound effect here. Okay, F8.
Listen to those beautiful organ tones.
That were really super quick. So what then? Oh, my interesting driving story. Oh, but this dovetails perfectly. Dovetails. They look like dovetails would be soft.
Dovetails. Ooh.
What's that from?
DuckTales.
Oh, DuckTales.
Dovetails. Woo.
Here, I can do my Scrooge McDuck impression. I'm Scrooge McDuck. Was that any good?
I'm so Fagin. Irish.
I'm not Scottish. So
Oh, yeah, Scottish. What was
yesterday,
he was rich.
I made coffee here at Cafe Anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what did he make his riches from? Scrooge McDuck. I think he sold duck parts.
Exploitation?
Exploitation. Okay.
Laundering, maybe?
That could be it. What happened was, this is a humorous show. If you're not laughing to these great jokes, there's something freaking wrong with you. No, man, this is stupid. They haven't talked about, they haven't cussed yet. I don't even
I
laugh
said
at cuss.
feckin'.
Feckish?
Feckin'.
Is that like a chicken?
It's the Scottish/Irish version
Of the bad F word?
of the bad F word.
Oh, okay. So what happened was I was driving yesterday to go get my burrito because I was so hungry after eating, or when you drink a cup of coffee and it's super strong and it eats your stomach.
Yeah.
So I had to go get a burrito. That would help me. My breakfast burrito would help settle my stomach. And so I went to, as I'm driving out of the parking lot, there's that school over there that used to be a school.
Yes, they got evicted.
And there's a kid or somebody sleeping in the corner in a cardboard. And as I drive, cardboard box or something, as I drive by, he sees me and I'm driving by pretty quick. He gets out and he's running after me.
Oh.
And just just coming, but it was scary. It was almost like a zombie attack.
That's odd.
Like a running zombie.
That's the scariest kind of zombies.
So I don't know. That kid was scaring me. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, me too.
Just driving away from people that are living in cardboard boxes. It's so callous and horrible.
It's the American way.
And then the other weird thing today was as I was driving to work early this morning in the 4 o'clock hour, and I'm driving through kind of the ghetto-y part of Hayward. Whoa, that's really spooky. There are a lot of people joke and go, Hayward is a ghetto. No, Hayward's got nice parts. But there's one particular part on the outskirts of Castro Valley that it was I'm driving through and there's houses everywhere. And I look over to my left and I think it's a dog. I'm like, look at that dog. Okay, this part isn't so spooky anymore.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
The dog was a deer.
What? That's pretty spooky.
And it had antlers and everything. And it's running right alongside my car. Then all of a sudden, he cuts in front of my car. I slammed on my brakes and I missed him, thankfully. And he jumped into someone's backyard. I don't know where the hell this deer went. It was weird. That happened.
In someone's backyard, I'd assume.
Yeah.
You just said that.
But, I mean, where's he going to go after that? He's in the middle of suburbia. The mountain, the open countryside is several blocks away.
Several blocks, yeah. That's kind of how it is in Oakland. Some parts of Oakland. And
Hayward,
too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Hayward's south of Oakland. Mm-hmm. Well, look who just walked in now. Hi, Mark. It's Benita the Rodeo Queen. Hi, how you doing?
It's a Disgruntled Fiddle Player, tell you what.
What?
If y'all had camo all over your car, then you could have snuck up on that deer, shot dead.
I could have run into that deer and killed it, and you would have had a deer for your wall.
I need another deer head.
No, we don't need another deer head. You can't even see the wall. It's like deer head wallpaper. I'm very passionate today.
That's why I love you, Benita.
Oh, let's go outside and make love. Whoa, what the heck just happened?
Okay, we are going to remove that couch from the outside cafe anyway.
Yeah, why do we have that couch just sitting out there? That is so weird you brought that up, because remember yesterday I was telling you about granola Julie?
Uh-huh.
Because we were talking about, somehow we got to talking about girls named Julie? No, were we talking about redheads? How did we get on that topic? This girl that I dated was really granola-y.
Yeah, you mentioned the word granola-y. That's all I remember.
And like when you're with someone you really like, but you haven't kissed yet, and then you but then one day you're hanging out, and then it just happens, or whatever it is, whatever the situation. Maybe you're walking on the beach, it's some romantic thing.
Or walking on the moon.
Walking on the moon with the giant steps are what you take. I was sitting with this girl, Julie, with the red hair, who's very granola-y, on a couch outside of a house that was like lice infested. Somebody, basically put this couch outside because they couldn't have it inside anymore.
Right, yeah.
Covered in leaves. And that's where we kissed the first time.
Very romantic. Now, was the house lice infested or was the couch lice infested?
Oh, that's a good question. She lived very, let's just say, bottom of the, I don't think she paid rent. This was a house that, I don't know, I think it was barely, I don't think it had any insulation. It was just plywood, nailed together.
That's the dream.
And it was in Southern California.
That's not the dream.
Well, I guess they could get away with it, sort of, because the weather is usually pretty warm, but it does get cold.
And they have flash floods.
Yeah. Gotta be careful. You gotta have some shelter.
Yeah.
It's been cold around Podcastro Valleymont lately.
It has, especially because we've been going out in the morning.
Look who else just walked in.
Hello, Mike. This is the Brewmaster. I make the root beer. Oh, boy.
Brewmaster, last time we spoke, we talked about me going to Irvington and going to Bean Scene per Haley's suggestion.
It's true. I did suggest it.
And I went and had a coffee, and then I told the brewmaster that they didn't have any root beer and that they should carry his root beer.
And then the brewmaster got arrested.
Yeah, he did.
Is he out on parole, or what's your deal, brewmaster?
I ran from the law. I'm on the lam. Oh, boy.
That's great. He is on a lamb. Look at that little lamb.
I named him Felix.
Hi, Felix the lamb. Felix the lamb, the wonderful, wonderful lamb. It sits under the brewmaster and goes, oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life? This is really crazy. I think I made the wrong choices and I'm sleeping on a couch that's infested with lice. We'd like to thank you for listening to the show and enjoying our wonderful humor. Please help us out by going to Amazon through our link at mikesdailypodcast.com and buying things, and that helps us out. Maybe it'll give us enough money to get out the Brewmaster on parole.
Get out of this place.
And maybe
it's
get
the last thing we ever do.
A suitable hotel room for the Disgruntled Fiddle Player and Benita.
Please.
And then also there's the PayPal if you want to help donate and become an Inglorious Mike's Daily Podcaster. All these wonderful characters will say hello to you from Cafe Anyway.
All of your favorites.
They're wonders that you love. Oh, then finally you can listen to us on Mixcloud, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Podomatic, and all those wonderful things, and follow the YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and all those links at mikesdailypodcast.com, as well as the blog, the Daily Podcast Picture, and the past interviews I've done. Wake up, Haley, wake up.
Wake up, America.
It's time now. That's what it says on his coffee cup here at Cafe Anyway. The finale.
It's time for the finale
of my Into an Interview.
The interview
with Loose Fruit Museum.
Into an Interview.
Mike's Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Mike's Podcast.
How's it sounding?
Mike's Podcast.
That made me so happy. Let's talk about Don't Step on This.
Well, I think Don't Step on This.
I think it's a good election song. Whoever gets in.
It's gone weird again.
Don't step on
Don't Step on This. It holds my dreams.
Whoever gets in. No, okay, you're in, but don't step on this.
But that would surely be taken as a Republican song.
I think either.
Don't stop me from going forward. It's step on my dreams.
How did you guys get together?
Oh, right. Well, I met Everton and Tony, bass player and drummer, 20-something years ago. I did think, move to London. I'm going to come here, make my fame, join a rock band, be brilliant. And as I say, I'm semi-professional, so that's all right. But I met these. We met 21 years ago. In fact, Everton joined us because the bass player fell out initially, and he was brilliant. And then Tony, when he turned up, we had auditions. We actually felt that we were sufficient enough to have auditions. I don't think that's. You usually just grab whatever you can find. But we actually held auditions. I think with maybe actually Tony was the only one, but it was an audition anyway. And he was the first time. He was absolutely diabolical. We just looked at him, brought Tony in and go, "No, he's really good." And we went, "No, he's not. He's rubbish." But then we couldn't find anyone else. So Tony came back again, and then he kind of went, "Oh, you do it like this." Yeah. And the Tony Meister so Tony, Ev, and myself have been playing for over 20 years together. Wow. And we've had quite a lot of guitarists that exploded or just left. And Ali, we've been working with for 5 years now, 6 years, and it's and we find our place, and find it good enough to release albums, and that's really what it's about.
You guys, you have so much. I want to be over there right now. You're having so much fun. You're a fun group of guys.
We weep after this.
You weep?
Yeah, we go and cry in the corners. Do you think we got away with it? Do you think we put a good front on?
It's generally tears.
It's America, for God's sake.
Tears and some heroin as well. That's what keeps us going.
What is the songwriting process? I have questions. See my questions? I'm showing the questions.
Yeah.
They're the same questions you ask everyone.
You're right. I'm ripping up my questions.
That's the only one you've got.
No, but I don't know what to ask now. I ripped up all my questions. Darn it.
I wasn't originally in the band. There's one album called "Thank God We're Here," which we need to send you a copy of as well.
Oh yes.
These are all on Spotify as well.
Okay.
So I'm definitely not on that one, but I've had to learn how to play those. We're going to play some of those songs in the gig. But I'd seen them before, and
we met at a wake.
It was a good friend. It was actually an ex-girlfriend who is now passed away. They were playing at the wake. It was a big rock and roll.
We were asked basically by the deceased if we could play at their wake.
Oh.
We were supposed to have a slot, and we had to play amongst all these cover bands. And then we turned up, and the guy went, "Yeah, well, you can have like 2 songs if you like." Went, "All right, okay," but she did ask for us to be here, which is why we're here. And so we did a couple of songs, and the guy went, "Yeah, you're right. You can have a few more if you like." So
this was our friend Sue, who used to work for Metal Hammer magazine, I think. So she's metal. She's met Lemmy. She's met all Black Sabbath. Real rock chick.
Yeah.
And she liked us, which is weird.
Crazy fool. What can you do? But so there's never any negative thing. I don't know. That's it. And I'm just
loads of negative things.
We met Phil at that gig. We actually met Phil at that gig after that.
Ali,
I'd seen them before.
You're but an Ali's voice unless you come here and look. You have to come and put yourself in front of the picture. It's important.
I'm not talking.
Otherwise, me and my...
Yeah. How am I supposed to know who you are if you aren't standing in front of the camera?
See that?
No, I do. I've seen them before. I'd met Tony. Actually, no. I'd met Tony before with Sue, and I'd seen them play before, but not with Ali. And then I saw them play again with Ali. It's like, they've got it going on a bit, Mike, do you play any instruments?
I'll play the bell.
It's late to learn.
Oh, no, it's a bell.
That counts.
What's it like being in a band in England? Is it cool with all the other amazing talent, or is it rubbish?
It depends what sort of... it's brilliant. Of course, it's lovely, and come over here and be in a band. No, whatever you do, don't move to London and be in a band. It's fucking expensive, and don't do it.
Oh, okay. What are the upsides?
That you actually are in the middle of everything.
Yeah. Ah, okay. And you get to ride in something called a tube?
There's a tube.
We have a tube. It is.
If you dare risk it.
Yeah. Well, that's all right.
Do you guys have something called bangers and squeak?
What's? Oh no, he's
Bubble and squeak.
Bangers and mash.
He's found the embers of his.
Bubble and
He's found the embers of his.
Bubble and squeak.
Bubble and
Yes,
squeak.
Bubble and squeak, not embers and squeak.
Bangers and mash.
Embers and squeak.
It's bangers and mash, bubble and squeak. Okay,
Yeah,
That's the one.
Yeah, you got it.
we really like Downton Abbey over here. Why is that?
I don't know, because I've never seen it.
Me neither.
It's not a Victorian program that comes on ITV. It's good. I like it.
We all talk about it here. It's so weird.
I like it. It's great. I think my sister showed it to me once. I went, "Why? That's weird." It's kind of like a posh EastEnders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that?
You know they rehearse for Downton Abbey down here. You know that, yeah?
Really?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, that would be good. Let's just pretend that it's the truth. Phil, how did you get into playing the keyboards? I do actually play a little bit of the keyboards, but how did you get into playing?
It's a good story. So, my mum, her mum always wanted to play the piano. Her dad had the money, but he was a photographer, and every year she would say, "Can I get a piano?" We'd say, "I need to buy a lens for, we'll get it next year, I need to buy a lens for camera this year." That happened for 30 years in a row. She never got her piano, so when my mum had me, she went, "You are learning the keyboard, mate," because I never did. So she vicariously lived through, and happened to be in the town I lived, some idiot opened up a shop called the Organ Grinder. They sold no organs ever, but suddenly there was a shop with a load of organs, and they said, "We're doing lessons," and she forced me to go down there, and that's how it happened.
Do you know, we had a piano in our house, and it was always untuned. And I went to my mother years later, said, "Why did you never tune the piano?" And she went, "Because you never used it."
My mom never tuned our piano. We had a piano, but it was really old, and like the keys would, the strings would break when you were playing it. So it'd be like, dun dun dun, boom, snap.
It wasn't quite as catastrophic as that in my house. Interviews like this.
Oh yeah.
Sorry for this. I'm sorry for this, Mike. He wants to show off a little bit.
Oh,
Do it again. There we go.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Is that a good sign? I don't know.
I've never been to England.
So I've been to the States, and they always said you talk really fast.
Really?
Yeah, they can understand you. London accents are very flat and quick. So it's like, "Yeah, we've been practicing tonight. It was brilliant." And they go, "Don't understand what you said." "Yeah, we've been practicing tonight." "Ah, there you go. I've got you now."
Yeah.
But you can understand this.
I lived in Alabama for a while, and they talk really slow.
Real slow. So my friend who's a comedian says, "We've taken your language, we've knocked the edges off, we've made it for everyone," and I like that. They have it. You know, everyone can understand you.
I hope you can create something out of this mess.
Oh, it'll be perfect. Could I get an artist liner whenever you're ready?
3, 1, 2, 3.
Hi, we're Loose Fruit Museum, and you're listening to Mike's Daily Podcast. No, that was terrible.
That was so bad.
It's Mike's Daily Podcast.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. Here's Don't Step on This.
Don't step on this, it holds my dreams.
Song from them. Oh, they were a fun bunch of guys. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley.
And here's today's podcast picture.
The podcast picture is Madame Rootabega, who happens to be here right now.
Hello, Haley. Hello, Michael Masters. This is Madame Rootabega.
Do you like the drawing that we did of you?
Yes, Michael Master. Haley did such a good job on the drawing.
That wasn't me.
No, it was me.
I can't draw that well.
Yes, you can. Now, it's, Becca, right? She draws amazing.
Yes, she does. Yes.
There's a drawing that she did of the two of us, where you have flowing braided hair.
It's beautiful
and big, bulging, beautiful eyes.
Yes, they are.
And I'm bald.
Yes, you're bald and look like a scared child.
Did you ever post the video from?
No, because I couldn't get it to post from my phone.
Is the Wi-Fi still out here at Cafe anyway?
I just connected to next doors, so.
Oh, next doors.
Next doors.
Yeah, I love next doors. Okay, so I'm very, very happy, Haley. I don't know, you probably don't care, but the Dixie Chicks have gotten back together and they are touring.
Yay! Oh, have you heard about the
long time gone? I had such a girl since I don't know when.
The only Dixie Chick song I know is their cover of Landslide.
I took my love and I took it down. That's what I used. I had to make a promo for KKQ, and I used that song.
Climb a mountain and I turned around,
and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, where the landslide brought it down. Whoa! I have never tried to harmonize, and I still haven't. Anyway,
that's why I harmonize with you.
Thank you for doing that. Because I've tried to record, like the Mike's Daily podcast thing, and I just cannot freaking harmonize with myself. I want to do total, like, Steve Perry harmonies.
I was in the barbershop quartet, so
That's
I know
right.
a thing or two about harmonization.
You tried explaining some of it to me, and I was like, "What?"
Do 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 do. It was fun because in the practice of practicing barbershop quartet, obviously we have a piano there, and there's someone kind of guiding us through the individual notes and when to sing what.
Wow!
And it's like, okay, so you hit